Can the UK meet net zero and preserve our countryside at the same time? That is the question that was debated at a planning inquiry into a large solar farm in Warwickshire this week. The farm was approved by Warwick District Council last year, but local Conservative MP Sir Jeremy Wright has intervened to ask the government to decide whether the project should go ahead or not. Our political reporter for Coventry and Warwickshire, Joshua Nevitt, has more.
A bed and breakfast in rural Warwickshire, surrounded by open fields as far as the eye can see. Across the rows, a solar farm with enough renewable energy to power 6,000 homes a year has been proposed. Solar panels like this would cover an area equivalent to about 85 full-size football pitches and sit on the West Midlands greenbelt.
Lots of companies jumping onto this bandwagon at the moment. I know personally local farmers that have had a phone call almost every month saying, you know, can we put solar panels on your farm? And they're just waiting for the result of this one, because if this goes ahead, it will be catastrophe.
The solar farm was approved by councillors on Warwick District Council last year. Despite planning officers recommending refusal, one Conservative councillor thinks that was the wrong decision and asked the government to launch a planning inquiry.
I agree renewable energy is a good thing, but that doesn't mean it's appropriate to put that kind of infrastructure anywhere. It's also important to defend the green belt. The green belt is important for a number of reasons, and we make sure that we don't develop on it unless there are what's called very special circumstances to do so.
The planning inquiry took place last week, with the government due to decide the fate of the project later this year. Solar farms are a key part of the government's energy strategy, and if Labour wins the next general election, the party wants to encourage even more solar capacity across the country. Sir Keir Starmer's party says it wants to deliver more renewable energy by backing the builders, not the blockers. One local Labour councillor believes that's the right ambition.
We want solar panels to be everywhere. The Cameron government tore up all sorts of plans the Labour Party had put together for prescribing solar panels on new buildings. We're left with these huge targets to become carbon neutral in not many years, so we need to put solar panels where we can.
Much more clean power is needed to meet the country's climate targets. But for locals here in other rural parts of the country, swapping the green belt for green energy is not the solution.